Hi, everybody. Let's see. Should be private. Let's see. Let's see. Mm, I think I had this problem last time. Am I live? Can you guys see me? Let's see. What am I doing wrong here? Stream. No. No. Okay, why can't I see you guys in the chat? Let's see. No. This is definitely the bad part about not being able to actually see you guys. Oh, there we go. Hi, Kim. Well, at least have one person. Yay! Thank you. I can't tell. I think so. Hold on. I thought I had a couple people gonna join, so let's see. Well, hey. I mean, I could just call you. We don't have to do this whole live business. Oh, I just got the notification from YouTube that I was live, so let's give it a little bit to see if anybody is going to join. You can obviously you can see me, okay, right? It's so weird talking to the camera and not not having any interaction back. I mean, the chat, but not having a face to look at. Well, I was going to say that most of today, well, not most of the day, some of the day, I was watching some of the other YouTubers who are on the Carnival celebration, which is the new ship that Carnival just brought to Miami. It's a brand new ship. It's the sister ship to the Mardi Gras. So it's a big one and it has all kinds of stuff on it. The ship holds 4,000 or yeah, six. Hold on, I wrote it down. It holds 6,000 people. I'm not sure how many were actually on it, but looking at the sail away party, it looked packed. So I don't know if I want to say it was 6,000 people, but it's a big ship. I know. And so the Mardi Gras is the celebration. They had another ship called the Celebration years ago, back in the 80s when Kathy Lee Gifford was still, remember she used to do the commercials when she was the spokesperson for Carnival, and they showed a picture of the old ship up against the picture of the new ship, and I swear it looks like that first one looked like a little matchbox car compared to the big ship that it is now. So the first one held 1,500 people, which was really big at the time, and people were like crazy and excited for it. But now, how many years later, they build a new celebration, and it has six. I know it holds 6,000 people. So it was crazy. But the picture of it, side by side. I mean, it's just a mock-up, obviously, if the old ship isn't even around anymore. But it looked so tiny, I couldn't believe it. Um, but anyway, so Kathy Lee Gifford was the godmother of that original celebration ship, and now they have made her daughter Cassidy Gifford the the um, the godmother of this new ship. She I don't know her like from acting or anything, but they say she does something in show business now too. So I don't know, maybe she's in some stuff. Um, but they had a whole big naming celebration for the ship. It looked really cool, like this big production of course, they have all the carnival dignitaries and people who helped build the ship. They had Emerald Lagasse was there because he has a restaurant on the ship. They had Kathy Lee Gifford, like I said. Um, Trying to think what other celebrities that I saw there, but um, they had a lot of people, and it was this whole big production. They had like a stage show that was going on with the aerial acrobat performers, like they're on those. Um, they're not strings; those silk ribbon kind of things where they're twirling around and doing this whole performance. And then later on, they had Kool and the Gang there to perform, and I got to see that because I watched it on MH Family Adventures. So that was cool. I was all excited to see Kool and the Gang, and they sounded good, but I couldn't really see close up. Of course, it's not the original Kool and the Gang. There was definitely some younger folks in there. I think the lead singer looked pretty young, so I guess they just keep going with the name and whatever original members are still playing and performing. But anyway, it looked like a really cool show. And then after, so that was yesterday. That was yesterday. That was the naming ceremony, and of course they showed the giant bottle of champagne that they crashed. Yeah, of course not. I was like, I don't remember how old they were, but I know older than us. So yeah, hopefully, cool is just sitting back, being cool, and watching the name carry on. So they showed the big bottle of champagne hit crash up against the ship to christen it, I guess, and then they had this really good um, show afterwards. But I wanted to try to continue with my Monday traditions. I know Mondays are a little rough for people coming back after the weekend, but I thought it would give myself something to look forward to by coming and talking to you guys on Monday. How was your weekend? Okay, Kim, how was your weekend? No, I don't see anybody else yet in the chat. Um, but I was last week. I talked to Chris, my travel agent, and he was saying that it was really busy time for him because people are planning their holiday getaways, and I guess starting to plan for excuse me 2023. So I know we went one year we went on a cruise the week of Thanksgiving, but we got home on Thanksgiving Day. But I think this cruise, I don't know actually, they left out today for an actual sailing. So I don't know if they're back on Thursday or Friday. Maybe Friday out of Miami. I don't really know how. It's extremely cold there. But at least you didn't get the snow like in New York State, right? Um, So anyway, he was saying it's really busy trying to book everybody on their vacations for holiday. I don't know if they've been talking on the news like it's going to be a heavy. Oh, no snow yet. That's good. It's going to be a heavy travel week with everybody traveling for Thanksgiving, which I hope so. I hope it's kind of like back to normal, back to pre uh, COVID, where people were traveling for the holidays. Ooh, that's really bright. Sorry, playing with the light. I think I like it better with off. Was that dark before? Oh, um, but yeah, so people are traveling, and hopefully it's getting back to what we think of as a normal travel week for Thanksgiving. Hi, Keisha. Thank you for joining. I was just talking about how you like it better darker? Uh, You like it better darker, or it's too dark now? I'm playing with the ring light, but I was just saying how I was watching all of the other vloggers who are on the carnival celebration, and they look like they are having a ball. They're just getting started, but that sail away party was happening. The DJ was playing all the faves. Okay, I'm gonna leave that light off. Playing all the favorites, all the songs to get people moving and grooving. I was watching another channel, Parker's on the go, and yeah, Celebration Lives were amazing. They were. The crowds were huge, but everybody looked so excited to be there, and they were just enjoying it. I was saying how that ship is held like 6,000 people, and it looked like 5,050 of them were on that Lido deck trying trying to participate in the sail away party. I was in a couple lives at the same time myself, and then folks started having trouble with their internet, so I kind of switched back and forth. Okay, who's working? Who's on? But it was a lot of fun, and they look like they're having a ball. Keisha, do you know how long of a sailing that one is? Is it a full week or 5 days? I've never, I never went I went on. I've gone on a cruise Thanksgiving week before, but we actually got back on on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. So we got home. The ship comes in early in the morning. Oh, it's a 7 day, so they'll definitely be on the cruise for Thanksgiving. So it'll be interesting to see if there's some extra celebrations, or if they do some sort of traditional things for the holiday while they're cruising. But when we went, we came back on Thanksgiving Day, so that we came home and we did our traditional turkey meal, and it was all good because, of course, we were still all excited from just having come off a ship. I don't even remember what ship that was, but I know it was much smaller than what this celebration is. This one is huge. And I know it's a sister ship to the Mardi Gras. So there are over 200 on board. They're doing back-to-back sailings. Oh, yeah, I know there was a lot of people on there already from the transatlantic, and they stayed on to do the first sailing out of Miami, which is pretty amazing. I don't know. Could you do the do you want to do the transatlantic sailing? Um, it'd be nice to have enough time to do it. I could think it was like a 2 week um, trip to cross. So that would be exciting. I'm always saying I want to be able to go on a longer cruise. Like 7 days is good. I like 7 days, but I want to go longer. I want to have the opportunity to try it and see how I like it. You have time, Elizabeth? That's my mom, y'all. She's retired. So yeah, she's got time and she has taught me everything I know about cruising. So she's like, let's go. Maybe from Italy to the US. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. The European cruises, oh, US to Aus they do that, US to Australia? Now, Australia is my dream. That's where I wanna go, and so a cruise sounds awesome, but I didn't know if they there's a sailing between the US and Australia. I think you have to, or I thought you just had to fly to Sydney and then cruise from there. But I think I need to check it out if that's an option for whenever I get a month off vacation. Yes. Yeah, I know that's your dream too. You know, yeah, so that would be a great way to go. And then you can see multiple islands. I'm sure it goes to New Zealand too, since you're right there. And I don't know where else, Tasmania maybe. Um, but that's the way to go. I know my mom wants to do Hawaii. Been to Hawaii, but not on a cruise, and that seems cool to go and do all the different Hawaiian islands. Hawaii is too far for you, or Australia? Come on, we can go. You can fly to Hawaii. You're like halfway there. Just keep going to Sydney. You can do it. You can do it. But anyway, yeah, it seems like a lot of people are pretty excited to head out on the celebration and to be going during this holiday week. I'm glad to see that people are traveling and it's hopefully getting back to normal from post pandemic and trying to get back to some kind of normalcy. 2024 for Hawaii. Okay. 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 I'm not saying no. Let's go. Let's go. um, but yeah, anyway, I was Keisha was saying too that she watched some of the live. She probably saw the naming ceremonies things yesterday too. I thought that was really cool. They had a lot of entertainment, a lot of special guests. It was cool to see what the original celebration looked like back in the 80s when Kathy Lee Gifford was, the spokesperson for it. That ship looked so tiny compared to what this new mega ship is now. I was saying that one held 1,500 people and was like a big deal at the time, and now this new one has got to be at least 4 times as big, and it's holding 6,000 people. So that's a lot of people. But I guess the way the layout is and how they have these different neighborhoods and just a lot of different venues, you kind of feel spread out and don't feel like uh, you're not going to see all those people all the time. So I hope that the folks who are going to make some videos and share more about their trip are going to have lots of good things to say about it because it looks pretty cool. And same with what happened with the Mardi Gras. So they're sister ships. So the reviews I expect will be just as nice once they iron out the little kinks of it being a first sailing. I'm sure there'll be, the crew has to get a chance to get used to things and um, sure I'm sure there are little things that maybe go wrong, but hopefully, all in all, it'll be a fun cruise. Um, so did anybody plan a cruise over the weekend? I said I wanted to kind of talk about how everybody's weekend was. You only had one. Oh, cool. You have two planned for the spring of 23. Where are you, what ships are you going on? I last week I was talking to my cousins because we were scheduled to be on the Carnival Magic out of New York for a week, and then they changed that ship. They bringing over the new ships from Italy, so they let us know that they're changing the cruise ship, and the ship that they've changed us to, excuse me, is the Carnival of Venezia, which looked pretty, um, very like decorative and ornate, but I didn't think it was going to have enough of the fun carnival things on it yet that I'm used to. So um, we opted to do the Carnival Mardi Gras instead. Like I said, is the sister ship of this new carnival celebration. So I think I'm going to be happy with the switch to the new ship, and you know check out like the sort of jazz venues, and um, I'm sure there's somewhere on board to get some beignets. You're going on on Carnival for both the Legend and the Sunshine. The Legend, is that what we were on in April, Kim? I think so. Out of Baltimore. If so, that was fun. It's a smaller ship, but you could definitely find your way around, and there was a lot to do out of Baltimore. Yeah, we liked it. And Baltimore was like the port was easy to get in and out of. A little bit of traffic because you're like it's like right off of a highway exit, and then you get right on. But I don't think you'll have the problems that folks seem to have going out of Miami today. I know it was just a big, it was a big event, so I'm sure they haven't gotten the traffic patterns down packed, but there were people who were having a hard time getting to the port. Um, and either got out of their Ubers and walked the rest of the way, or just were sitting in them for at least an hour trying to make their way. But they made it. They made it. They came that far. They made it. They got on board, and we're starting to have a good time. Yeah, that there was the Legend, Kim. Yeah, out of Baltimore. Yeah, it was easy. I flew into Philadelphia where my family is and to meet them, and then we drove to Baltimore. You've been researching since September. Oh, and driving up from North Carolina. Oh, wow. So how long of a drive is that? Like 8 hours, something like that? But as long as there's, if as long as the weather is good, 95 will probably be a super easy drive to get you to Baltimore. So you can get on about 6 hours. Oh, that was good. Good guess. It's close. I was close. But yeah, I think you'll like it. It was a lot of fun. We had a fun time. I think I have two favorites from that ship, and that they have these on I think just about all of the Carnival ships now. So my favorite meal, I was gonna say restaurant, but there's a story. My favorite meal was sushi from Banzai Sushi. Um, it was like the one of the first things I saw when we got on the ship. It was super excited, like, oh yeah, we're gonna get sushi, we're gonna get sushi. And then I don't know what happened. What happened, Kim? I don't know. Things just kept happening, and we didn't get to bonsai, and then it's the last dinner, and we still were like, we want sushi, so we ordered it in the main dining room, which was still good, but it wasn't bonsai sushi restaurant. But anyway, the sushi was good, and then I really liked the silent disco at the what's the nightclub called? I think it's called yeah, you love sushi? Yeah, so make your reservations for Bonsai Sushi, as soon as you get on board so that you don't miss it. 'Cause we almost did. Legends, I think it's called no, not Legend. Legend is a ship. I think it's called is it called Medusa's Lair or something like that is the nightclub on board, and they had the silent disco, which is basically the headphones on where people are listening to different music. You can select what music you want to listen to, and then everybody is kind of on the dance floor, dancing to literally to their own beat, and they're dancing to whatever music they like. But the club itself is silent. It was I thought it was really weird. It was weird but cool at the same time. So um I really enjoyed that. So I hope you enjoy the sunshine. And then I know the legend. And then the sunshine, um, oh, that's out of Charleston. I was just gonna say where's that one from. So a shorter drive for you, but I'm sure it'll be just as fun. So I hope you have a good time. Okay, Elizabeth, I know you've been on a lot of these ships as well. Do you have anything to say about the Carnival Sunshine? Have you sailed out of Charleston? You're learning to like it. Learning to like yeah, yeah, I know you're a royal. You like Royal Caribbean, which I do too. But we go, and it's good fun. It's good company usually, and we have a good time. We just like cruise ships. we we like cruise ships. I want to go on the Celebrity Cruise Line. I want to go on Norwegian, although I hear sort of everybody has different tastes. I guess there's mixed reviews on Norwegian. It's just a matter of what you like. Um, MSC is one I'm hearing a lot about now, um, and I think they're more like affordable MSC, but there's not as much included, or there's more things that you have to pay extra for. So that's kind of a downside if you like knowing exactly what that that you don't have to spend extra once you get on board. I like that. I like having it prepaid. I like booking my excursion ahead of time so that I could just get on and not worry about it. But the ships themselves look really, really pretty, and people are going and having a good time. So maybe it's worth checking out. Maybe worth checking out. So, this is right to Stephanie Parker, who sings on Royal, and I would love to sail Royal one day to see her. She has a beautiful voice, and great performance. Oh, that's nice. That's always nice if you actually know somebody or feel like you have a connection to things like that, and you want to go and see them, do well. Well, hopefully you get to do that. That sounds pretty cool. Now, that's somebody you know personally, or you just started following her. Um, it sounds like maybe she has a channel also. Maybe you'll get a chance to hear her sing. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. So I was saying before how I've never cruised during a holiday. The one time we went on a cruise this week of Thanksgiving, we were back on Thursday, so we still got to come home and have our traditional Thanksgiving meal, which was great to me. That was like the best of both worlds. I think I would miss, you know, not having that traditional meal, but maybe I'll get over it. Maybe there's so many other great things happening on board a cruise ship that I'll be like, turkey, turkey. Who cares about a turkey? Oh, you just been following her for a couple weeks. Okay, a few weeks. Yeah, it's so interesting the people that were learning to learning about and meeting through watching other people's channels and their vlogs, their interviews. I've learned so much from watching Sid Cruiser, Cheryl. I know she goes by both, but I'm like, what is her real name? Cheryl. And she mostly talks about doing solo cruises, um, but you just learn a lot from all the different channels. I don't think I'm not sure if I've seen Team Reach Travels yet. Definitely not any of their interviews. So I'm gonna look out for that. Yeah, that was a fun cruise just before Thanksgiving. Um, my first sailing was over Memorial Day. Yes. Yes, and then well, the good thing is that they keep coming out with all these different ships. So, like you find you start off with one size, and then there you can go up and up and up and up. So, um, yeah, I tend to like the bigger ships. I don't know if you've seen me before, Keisha, but I talk a lot about motion sickness, getting seasick, and I do have to say that the bigger ships, I feel the motion less, um, but I do still feel it. So, but anyway, I tend to like the bigger ships for that reason because the bigger they are, the more stabilizers they have, the higher the level of stateroom cabins. And for me personally, it's just easier. Okay, they're loyal to Royal too. Um, Yeah, so it's fun watching everybody and seeing all the different things and the things that, you could experience the same room or the same venue and see something totally different. You never run out of cruising opportunities. You're right. There's so many ships and so many ports. And sorry, my dog just decided to come in here. She's making some not so good noises. I apologize for that. But there's plenty of places to go and things to do and new ships to see. So just keep on cruising. Keep on cruising. Yeah, I would definitely want to go to Australia or Hawaii or Europe on one of these bigger, longer sailings. So I hope I get to do that. Well, I thank you guys so much for joining in. I just wanted to kind of say hello and hope everybody had a great weekend and have a great Thanksgiving coming up this week. In addition to all the other things we have to be thankful for, we can be thankful for our cruises. They are, oh, sorry, you're trying the Celebrity Apex. Celebrity. That looks like another great cruise line, and yeah, I can't wait to hear about it. Is there anything in particular you're like excited to see on the Apex? Speaking of Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try and make it a regular thing, and maybe I'll get a chance to interview some of these folks you mentioned too. No idea what you want to do on the Celebrity Apex? You're just gonna go and be surprised? Do you know where you're going? You know what port to call you're going to on the Apex? It's okay if you don't. It doesn't matter. You're going on a cruise ship. That's all you care about. The Western the Western Caribbean. So that'll be warm. Make sure you I know you'll pack a hat and some sunscreen and a water bottle so you can be prepared for the sun. For the sun. Well, thanks again, you guys. Thanks for coming in. Safe travels if you're traveling this week. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And like I said, I'm going to try to make this my regular thing on Monday night. So hopefully you can join in again and just help me keep on keeping on. Thank you. Have a good night.